Hello, one and all, and welcome to Rejects and Friends Rapid Fire 2026. We are benefiting Planned Parenthood of America. My name is Adam, and I have the honor of being your host for this run. Put on your captain hat, get on the bow of your ship, and grab everything near you and throw it in the most random places possible. Pippi, take it away.
Hello everyone, and thank you so much, Adam. Don't worry, we have taken all of the things and put them somewhere. I don't know where they are, but this is Phantom Hourglass Randomizer, and it is being held together by Archipelago and Wizard Magic, and I don't know how any of that works, which is why it's a good thing that I have here on comms with me today, Carrot.
Hello.
Carrot, you know how this works, right?
More or less.
Neat! Carrot made this. And also, since last time I showcased Phantom Hourglass as a speedrun anywhere, I brought with me a Wind Waker runner who had no idea what was going on but knew Wind Waker. I figured since we're showcasing Phantom Hourglass Randomizer, we should have a Wind Waker Randomizer runner present. How's it going, Momo?
I don't know what's going on, and I'm not that scared.
Okay, I'm glad you're not scared. We will be attacked by a giant squid. Still not scary, right?
Sploosh kaboom?
There's archery.
Christopher
It's
Nolan's The
real-life
Odyssey in
sploosh
theaters
kaboom.
now.
So, important things to know ahead of time. We are a cell phone emoji. That's important, right? And I think we are honestly all set to go for the run. So, everybody ready? We ready to go, team? We on the boat? Don't fall off the boat, please.
I've taken my Dramamine.
Oh, my bad.
Good. You at home can take your Dramamine too. All right. So who wants to give me a countdown? Adam, you're our host. Would you like to do the honors?
Absolutely. Of course. All right. In 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Off we go. Adventure! So we're going to start out by skipping some cutscenes, and you might also notice that usually the Phantom Hourglass is a DS game and has 2 screens, but as a general rule, Phantom Hourglass doesn't really utilize the top screen very often, so we have made it a tracker that can track nice things for us, like our required dungeons this seed will be Ice Temple. I'm trying to remember what they're listed as on the tracker. We'll be doing Muto's Temple, and we will be doing a Wind Temple. Yeah, those are
Wind
3
Temple?
random. Wind Temple? Momo, you can tell us about
Okay.
Wind Temple, right?
Cat Jam?
Cat Jam?
Cat Jam?
Unfortunately, there will be no cat jamming today because the music in Phantom Hourglass does in fact suck.
Then why am I here?
Because I got you a potion.
This is true.
Would you like... It's early in the morning. I think that was Link's coffee.
You also made that fantastic hat cries.
I did make a hat. If anybody
And it is
would like a hat.
awesome. It is
It's our
awesome.
donation.
Yes, please enter to win the hat. It has Triforces on it. I found a courage gem. As Triforces on it. It was a lot of fun to make. It's all like natural fibers. It's machine washable. I can advertise for the hat. I spent time making that. In terms of the actual game though, if you're not familiar with a randomizer, all of the items have been shuffled around into random locations. I don't know where they're gonna be. You don't know where they're gonna be. I need a cucko. Currently I'm going to get some just like random checks. No, that's a mailbox. That's a mailbox. I want the chicken. Thank you. But I'm currently running around to get just some random checks that are in various locations. I don't even know what this chest is in the original game. We don't get it in Hundo. It's that unimportant. But today, it was bombs, which is actually a really good first item to get. because it allows me to do a lot of things on... This is our first island. We're on Merkay Island, which is where all of our, like, merchants and everything are. And I believe that's why it's called Merkay. I'm not 100% sure. But it does, in fact, in the randomizer, have several, like, checks that are just rupees that would be, like, normally, like, scripted 100 or 200 rupees or sometimes 300 rupees. So that's why we could bonk a tree. And also, if anybody did not know that there was a Phantom Hourglass Randomizer, it is fairly new, so please keep that in mind when that some of the models aren't quite... oh, there's... that model worked. That model worked and it stole my rupees. Some of the models for the large rupee checks aren't working yet, but the ones for chests are. Again, wizard.
I've never noticed the cringe face that Link makes when he holds up a Rupor.
Yeah, no, he's sad.
That is beautiful.
Also, next time
Good job, Nintendo.
Next time we find a Rupor, you should also listen into the music. It plays like the wrong jingle. Oh, that was a ship part. So the ship parts in Phantom Hourglass, usually you would get like one ship part at a time and they come in different sets. What is set up for the randomizers that I just received all of the ship parts for the tropical ship, is what that was. But it's going to apply them all forcibly when I pick them up. So until I find another ship part, I've got a tropical boat. If I get a worse boat after having a good boat, then no, I don't have a good boat anymore. Also say hi to Lineback. We won't see him for a while.
Hi, Lineback.
Hi, Lineback.
Bye, Lineback.
Bye, Lineback.
And we
Bye,
go
Lineback.
open the chest that was empty in... we get to continue our stay here. That chest in... What was that?
Something about all caps, no message really got me.
We love early development.
There's
They
like
shouldn't
two
fix it.
different small key models in memories. There's one that actually gives you a key and one that doesn't give you a key, which is really useful to like not have to remove keys from a scene if you get a key for a different dungeon in the wrong dungeon and so forth. So it's just easier to code with the no message key than you got an actual key.
I didn't know that's why that was there. Oh, another one! Oh, that means that key was useless. That check was not entirely logical. We're actually gonna... Oh. I pushed the mute button on that. That's the problem. That's why the audio stopped. I was like, why did the audio stop? You know what? We're also, since we're here, before I leave Merkay, we're just gonna do everything we can. I also just did a fun warp. Because this is a game that would generally have a lot of backtracking, I have on very kind warp options. Mostly so that you won't just see me go sailing for like 5 hours. That would be long.
That sounds like fun, though.
Why did I bring all these Jimmy Buffett CDs?
Well, you can listen to them more on your own time. But, like, I feel like if I went that overestimate, variety would be sad. So instead, no message. Instead, I have opted for, I can warp at any time through Edding Loading Zone, back to, the market at Merkay. And also, I can warp to islands I have already visited. I've died. Thank you, Keys.
Do you have Deathlink on?
I do, but there's no one else playing, so you at home can have a death!
I feel like every Zelda game has Deathlink on.
By default, yeah.
This is very
That was
true.
really funny.
Don't encourage me.
Momo, please continue to encourage Adam.
It's too early in the morning for this.
Alright, so I got bad luck, because I have keys to own dungeons, and this is a, this, like, weird secret passage is, like, a pseudo-dungeon, there's only one check in here, and it can only be in one of two places, and it was a wisdom gem, but I am going to, wait, okay, whatever, I don't know what happened there, but we're gonna leave. It probably got messed up because I died. We're just gonna warp out using this. Once again, we're just warping back to our market square, and now we can see my beautiful tropical ship. The tropical ship is actually one of my favorites. It's got a dumb palm tree on it.
The beautiful clashing colours of the lawn and the bright pink shells.
Yeah, look at my palm tree prow. Look how dumb it is. Look at Link and his palm tree.
I love it.
He is ready to use it as a battering ram. But now, the only item I have is bombs, and also, if you're not familiar with how Phantom Hourglass works, in Wind Waker, there's, like, what is it, like, 49 map sectors or something like that?
Yes.
Oh, that is, a spirit of power. I have a fairy now. Everybody calls them quadrants, but it's not a quadrant, there's 49 of them, there's not 4 of them. However, in Phantom Hourglass, there are 4 of them, so they are actually quadrants. It is not lying to you. So we only have access at the moment. I've started myself with the first map quadrant, just so that there's not a possibility that I have to clear all of Temple of the Ocean King. That was the Phantom Hourglass, well. But just so that
That's the name of the game.
That is the name of the game.
Whoa.
Incredible. But I have had seeds where it expected me to clear all of Temple of the Ocean King in order to get off of Merkay. And just to prevent that, I've started myself with the first map. Oh, thank you, Rat. The first map quadrant already acquired. There are rats. There are several other map quadrants that I will actually have to get the map for, which hopefully we'll find that at some point. That was also a fairy. I have fairies. I have 2 of them.
What do fairies unlock?
Well, they can unlock further parts of Temple of the Ocean King, which, I have access to some of, because I now have the Phantom Hourglass. That rat is scaring me. My health total is scaring me more. Can I have this bomb, please? Thank you. But they also usually would unlock access to the ghost ship, but the ghost ship is, not a dungeon that we have today, so we will not be going there. I did not die. Are you proud of me?
I am proud of you, and I'm also proud that we don't have the ghost ship.
Momo doesn't like the ghost ship. It's a different ghost ship, though.
Well,
right.
My only reference is Wind Waker, so...
I mean, it's got all the rats everywhere on the floor being annoying.
That is true.
Ghosties. It's kind of similar.
So it's like Headstone Sub, but ghost ship.
Which one is Headstone Sub? My Wind
That's
Waker
Rat
knowledge.
Sub. That's the Rat Sub.
I forgot that there was a rat sub. This is where we put all our rats?
Yep, there's 16 of them to be exact.
That's a lot of rats.
And it's in logic with just hammer, and it's also in logic with grappling hook. But anyways, this is not important. This is Phantom Hourglass, not Wind Waker.
Well, we are the direct
we're not doing
sequel. Ghost Ship was not one of our dungeons. We will not be doing Ghost Ship. Unfortunate. Instead, we will just be doing one of the best bosses in the game, Eox, the very best boss in the game, actually, and also one of the best bosses in the game, Cyclock, because Cyclock is stupid. I love Cyclock for being stupid. I'm glad that we get to show off Cyclock. Also, yes, the music from this game is mostly just stolen from Wind Waker. And, oh, thank you. I would love an extra heart container, please. Stolen from Wind Waker and bit crushed a little bit. Don't worry, that death does not send me back very far. It sent me back 30 steps. I'm glad that there is not another player to suffer from my being careless at the beginning of the seed, because 3 hearts in Phantom Hourglass, this is like an actual thing in Phantom Hourglass speedrunning that's kind of gets annoying, is that it starts you with everything doing a lot of damage and it being really easy to get hit by a random enemy. Just like, damage boosting is fast. Now you might notice that I started with a bunch of stuff on the tracker, including all of our little warp symbols. That's just to make navigating a little bit easier. So, well, I've kind of run out of most of my checks on this side of the reef. And usually you would need the cannon to get to the other side of the reef. Instead, I can do a warp with my frogs. And now we can go do the islands on the other side of the reef. Once again, just to kind of make this a more fun and silly showcase, and less grinding and crying and looking for warps. Like, you know, how they start Wind Waker rando runs with already having what's the song that makes the warpies happen?
Ballad of the Gales.
That one. You know, the warpy song.
Yeah, the warpy song.
Uh-huh. The one that does the warpies. Can I even beat the Zora guy with bombs?
Yeah. If
you can?
If you wait for him to attack, he'll get lost, and then you can throw a bomb at his back.
Okay, just making sure. Oh, hi. That does an entire heart of damage, by the way. Just making sure that that actually does damage, because it says this is in logic, so I assumed I can. But... Alright, come on.
It's like
hi, man.
Skyward Sword. When you're trying to die quickly, you take damage off the enemy and you jump in the lava.
That was the wrong attack. I need you to get lost. Nope. Come on. Hi. Hello. Oh, well, that wasted a bunch of bombs and did some damage. I was hoping I could do more than... Oh, come on, sir. This is, fun combat. I wish I had a sword.
Yeah, I was about to say, it feels like a sword would be very useful right now.
I might run out of bombs, and that might be an issue. How many bombs do you take?
2.
Oh, just 2. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
That's 1 less than Link takes.
That's so true! Although one of those bombs only did half a heart to me. That being said, I will stop on the way and pick up some health. There we go. And we will attempt to use the bombs from the stage and succeed for once. Nice. That hardly ever works. That's what you're supposed to do in a speedrun. That's another wisdom gem. So, the gems are kind of like, how, like, gold Skulltula tokens work. I have to wait until this bomb explodes before I leave the scene so that I don't delete it. Gold Skulltula tokens work in Ocarina of Time. Yo, I found a bow. Let's go. I got the bow. Or how gratitude crystals work in, Skyward Sword. It is get a bunch of them, trade for a small amount of checks. Also, we're gonna check the shop. I don't need that stuff. Goodbye. So I am collecting these gems. If I get 10 of each of them, I get 1 check per each 10 that I can turn in. So if I get 10 of the courage gems, I can get one check. If I get 10 of the wisdom gems, I can get one check. Like, you know, oh no, don't randomly go up first. And there's technically, I can get 20 of each gem, but I don't care if my boat gets injured. But I turned those off because do we really want to sit here while I say, hold on, let me go find 20 courage gems? That sounds a little like pain. And also, I did turn it on so that it will hint me what all of the gem rewards are when I walk into this room, so I know if I need any of them. Do we need any of them? We will need 10 wisdom gems, because that is my northeast sea chart. Exciting! It's a good
Well, we've
thing.
got 4 so far.
Yeah. It's a good thing that that is the one we already have 4 of. Now let's go sail to this little boat. Yeah, that is quite important. The northeast quadrant in particular is where one of our required dungeons is. So technically you can beat some seeds without collecting all of the sea charts. It depends on where your required dungeons are and of course where your required items are. But this is not a skippable sea chart by any means, so we will be getting some wisdom gems. I could use bombs to kill these guys. Why waste bombs when I have barrels? This man is on the floor. Hello? Hello, sir? You're on the floor. In the meantime, I will want to be entertained. Momo, do you want to try to tell me what is required for go mode for Phantom Hourglass Randomizer?
Will this be on the test?
Yes.
Ah, crap.
This is in order to get you a boating license. Don't you want a boating license?
So I'm assuming you need the sea charts for each of the quadrants.
Okay.
In this case, you need 10 wisdom gems.
Okay.
Then I'm assuming you need a certain amount of time in your hourglass.
Okay.
I know you need grappling hook because I watched your stream yesterday.
Okay, okay. We're using prior knowledge.
You need a bow. I'm assuming you need bomb/bomb juice. And that's all she wrote.
Okay.
No sword?
I was about to say, I
We
didn't
have one.
that list.
We have one, don't we?
No.
Oh, I thought we had one. I thought we started with one.
We do not start with a sword. Okay, so, alright, let me grade the test. So,
I'm sorry, Mrs. Puff.
we do
This is
need...
a SpongeBob reference.
I figured that one out, despite... Oh, I did already get that one. Despite the fact that I have never seen SpongeBob still. But, yes, we will need a sword. In fact, we will need 2 of them. The first one will be Oshus' sword, and the second one will be the Phantom sword. That's our grappling hook, which we do need. And another wisdom gem. We're doing well on those. Grappling hook is very nice to have early because grappling hook unlocks a lot of checks that are just, like, scattered about. So, like, we don't really want to retread those areas. The other item like that would be really helpful to find would be our shovel, because there are dig spots just kind of everywhere. But yes, we do hard require for the final boss, grappling hook and bow. Technically, no other item is hard required for the final boss. So technically, you could beat a seed without bombs or bomb chews. In theory. It would be a very weird seed. And technically, like, you know, there's nothing that hard requires the shovel. There's nothing that hard requires the boomerang in order to, like, beat the game. But again, that is not super likely to happen because the items that we do need are like scattered behind whatever. And also we have dungeons that are required. Ah, small key. Excellent. We also, I realized I missed a check I could have set up earlier. Don't judge me. Actually, also, we can go out of logic. We can go out of logic and have fun.
Oh dear.
What's logic?
Good question. Momo, why don't you answer your own question and explain what logic is? You know what logic is.
Yes, this is the test. So logic, in a sense, makes it so that seeds are completable. When you are playing a randomizer, obviously things can kind of go anywhere. However, with logic, certain things can't be blocked by certain things. Like, you will not find bombs in a bomb-locked area. You cannot find grapple in a grapple-locked area. Logic just basically is how the seed is going to be set up so it is beatable. And then, unless you're feeling spicy, you can play no logic, which is sometimes unbeatable. Looks like you just beat up that Swift Phantom.
Yep, I dumped him in a hole. That was me doing something that logic does not expect. This seed does have logic. It is guaranteed to be completable. But dumping phantoms in holes without the phantom sword, which is 2 progressive swords, is not expected. It's just a thing I know how to do since I do have the grappling hook and the bow. But as you mentioned previously, Momo, we do need the Phantom Hourglass in order to traverse Temple of the Ocean King. We do not actually need any more time for it. We are fine with just the default amount of time. I will be totally okay with this much time. This isn't, excuse you, there we go. This is in fact probably far more time than I do need in order to be in Temple of the Ocean King. So we don't need anything else there. We also need Ciela. We are required to have the Courage Fairy. The other ones just give us more access into Temple of the Ocean King. However, oh, I forgot to pull the lever behind you. There we go. But Ciela is required to finish the game, because otherwise you do not have the ability to stop time during the final boss. I also like to point out we're very, very close to getting our northeast quadrant. It is very exciting. We're getting there. I'm gonna kind of run around and dirtle a little bit. There is a thing that normally you would do on this floor, where you would open a bunch of chests and get a bunch of Triforce-shaped keys, but I am not going to do that because I actually don't need to because I have the grappling hook. We can just kind of skip that. So instead, I'm going to just do that. I could also murder the guys here, but it'll be a little bit slow. I'd have to... Oh, there's another wisdom gem. I'd have to kind of babysit them and lead them around, and I don't feel like doing that right now when it's so fast to go like this. Whee! Bye.
Bye.
Bye. We're honestly really close on our wisdom gems. I'm glad that it won't be a wisdom gem hunt. Right? Right?
Why did you say it?
Or the game is going to make you go to the northeast quadrant really early, and everything else is going to be a lot later in the seed.
Maybe.
There are many ways it could be mean.
This is very true. Normally, can I? No, he didn't want to be nice. I wanted him to be nice. I don't really have a great way of dealing with this floor, because usually in speedruns, you would see we already have the boomerang by this point, and we do this cute trick to skip having to hit that. But I can't do that. Oh, hi. I can't do that because I don't have the boomerang. It's usually the first item that you get. But yeah, not for me today. Instead, we have bow, bombs, and grappling hook, which are generally much more useful items. I also... Will you please get shot? There we go. I've got to try to shoot all of these guys before I go on to the next floor, which might be an issue. There we go. Which might be an issue in terms of arrow count, considering I don't have that many other forms of combat. We'll get some pots.
Arrows in that pot. Yeah.
Incredible. Oh, hi. Hi, friend. You wanted to be in the way, did you? Don't worry. They're swift, but I'm swifter.
Watch out, they have you now.
Oh, they do.
It's so disorienting without being able to see where the phantoms are on the top screen.
Yes, I
They
can
just appear
still
out of
see
nowhere.
my top screen.
It's a horror game.
Yeah. Get jump scared.
Ooh. Imagine playing multiplayer mode, but you can't use the top screen.
Oh my god. That does sound a little bit like a horror game. Alright, that's my best way to kill these guys. There we go. It's grapple. There we go. That was not that bad. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Here's our nice combat floor. There is a cute trick that was discovered that is really only relevant for Randomizer that you can do to skip all of this, but it would require us having bomb shoes and also the boomerang. Please die, friends. Please die and do not murder. Murder bad, dying good. Except, like, not in the other direction.
Well,
rules for thee and not for me.
Oh.
Sorry, what was that, Adam?
I was just thrown off by that.
These guys are very annoying when you're not... Like, normally you can take some damage to, like, get kind of inside their hitbox and not have to dance with them. Today I'm dancing.
While you dance, do we have time for a donation or two?
Oh, of course.
We have $30 here from Brandino that says, "Good luck, Pippi, and happy Raph. Pippi is so cool for everything she does for Phantom Hourglass, like bringing Rando to the masses and Wii U Hundo World Record."
And this is a thing I did.
Mm-hmm.
Pippi, you've got a potion.
I do have a potion. You're so right. I can be way riskier. See,
You're good.
I'm gonna have trust issues about potions now. Because last night I was doing my last practice seed on stream, and I had 2 potions. And I was like, my potions will trigger if I die. So I can die. And then I realized that I had gotten those potions before the game had crashed. And
oh dear.
Then the game crashed, and I was given all of my important items back by the randomizer. So I was able to continue, but it did not keep my save file. Oh, that's 10 wisdom gems. It didn't keep my save file, so I could not... Oh, there we go. I could not get my potions back, meaning... the potions were gone, and I died, and it was silly, and it was during the final boss. So this is why I have trust issues. Yes.
I want to throw in, we have a $500 donation match in progress on Tiltify.
Oh my goodness.
So for the next $500 worth of donations, it will all be matched.
Oh, and who is that courtesy of? Thank you so much.
It says anonymous.
Oh,
yeah, it just says an anonymous donation match.
That is so generous.
Thank you so much, Anonymous.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, every donation that you make will be doubled going forward until we hit that $500. So the next $500 is actually the next $1,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yo.
And y'all, if we use up that donation match, we will have more than satisfied the requirements for multiplayer single player, which is a dumb category that's not real, but it could be real if, whoops, I didn't mean to, actually, I will use the C chart. It could be real if, we can convince, oh, my boat changed. If we can convince the Phantom Hourglass community that definitely multiplayer single player should be on official leaderboards.
I think it should be. It's got one whole trick.
It does!
You could do a
One
run
whole
moment.
trick.
The
Also,
more people do a run, the more legitimate it becomes.
yes, exactly. Everybody at home, I highly recommend running multiplayer single player.
If it draws new people to the speed game, then it's got to be added to the leaderboard.
Exactly. And at the end of this run, hopefully I'll be able to show you multiplayer single player, and honestly, we can make this a live tutorial experience. So,
We're a little over halfway towards that. We're at $165. We need 300.
if you
So
would like a
actually, we
live
need-
tutorial.
That's what, 135 left divided by
Uh,
2.
That sounds like math.
So about
Oh.
$70 something worth of donations. Oh, well,
Oh?
give me 1 second. Hey, Pippi.
Yeah?
Hey, you're gonna do multiplayer single player
Oh!
Yay!
from this $100 donation from Highly Incompetent with the comment, no message.
Thank you so
message.
much, Highly Incompetent. That is very generous. I accidentally tried to show this fairy my power gems. Why?
So
is
with
it-
the $500 double, that pushes us up to $365.
Adam, I have a very important question.
Hmm.
Is cat or dog winning right now?
Right
good
now,
question.
that donation pushed Cat into the lead.
Let's go!
Dog was ahead 100 to 65. Now Cat is ahead 165 to 100.
Let's go, cats!
Momo is very excited about this. Momo, what are your cat's pronouns? I fell in the water and died. After being very careful not to die.
So I was holding my cat the other day, and then I was meeting somebody for the first time, and I asked them what their pronouns were, and then I jokingly asked my cat what their pronouns were, and then my cat bit me on my face.
Mhm.
So I guess we'll never know.
Your cat identifies as a problem.
Your cat was told to identify the problem and misinterpreted the question. Also, for some reason, it sometimes, I think it's when you get multiple of the same gem back to back, does not successfully send you multiple of them. So I do have 10 wisdom gems. I know because the tracker tracked it correctly, but it did not give me all 10 of them. So I'm just trying to turn them in. But luckily, Archipelago has the things I can do to force it to fix this problem. Except it's not working. Why is it not working?
Yep.
I will try it one more time. It should just be get item, right? It said
I
it
have
said.
to.
Oh, there it goes. I
Yay.
just had to try it 3 times. The first 2 times.
Third time's the charm.
Exactly.
Had to make sure you meant it.
Yes. Yeah. I had to explain it. It's teaching me to be a better commentator. It was like, no, Pippi, explain the problem. And then I said Momo's cat's name is Lancey.
This is
And-
true.
That was the problem. I wanted a heart from that rock. Alright, we're gonna probably just set sail and go the northeastern sea now. I don't know if anybody noticed, by the way, that I got the hammer.
Yo?
I've seen
Hey.
enough of your Phantom Hourglass runs to know that the hammer is also a menace.
The hammer is in fact a menace. For some reason, when they decided to make Phantom Hourglass, and they decided that Phantom Hourglass, much like many other Zelda games, was going to have a hammer as an item. Instead of going, yeah, the hammer should be an item that is big and heavy, and Link uses to hit things very hard, they decided that the hammer should be wielded by Ciela the Fairy, and that it should be a ranged weapon. And doing this means that it can clip through walls really easily. It's also just an overpowered combat weapon. Watch me destroy this like little combat trial ship using
The
it.
Hammer Menace.
We're also gonna...
I love that Star Wars movie.
Hey, remember
God.
when it took me forever to hit that guy with 2 bombs?
Uh-huh.
I hit him with 2 hammer hits and now he's dead from a distance. Also, if you would like to join me in the thing I cannot unhear, every time you hit things with the hammer multiple times in a row, it has like a little rhythm to it for some reason. And for some reason, it always sounds like Disturbia to me. You know the song with the bum bum be dum bum bum
Bum bum be dum dum.
Yeah, it's just that.
How did you do this to me?
Curse of Knowledge. That gave us the Sun Key, which does not lead to one of our required dungeons. That leads to the Courage Temple. Whoop. I got hit while hammering. Oh dear.
Oh, Link got 2 hammered.
He sure did. He is a child. He shouldn't be doing that. Well, he is also a sailor. See, that's what I was trying to
Get
do.
with a drunken sailor. Sorry.
Now I just want... Carrie, I'm gonna need music rando at some point. First of all, because I want to be able to do a version of Phantom Hourglass Randomizer, except it only plays Spirit Tracks music, so you can have the best possible experience with your Zelda DS game. Oh, I got the Swordsman Scroll. Would be great if I had a sword! But, two, so that I can make all of my sailing music just randomized sea shanties.
You just pull the files from Assassin's Creed 4 and you're good to go.
Exactly. Wait, isn't that the one that's
bits where they
getting a
click on the
remake?
system.
Yeah,
What
that
was
remake came out a couple weeks ago.
Oh, it already came out? I didn't know this. But yeah, like, how nice would this be if there once was a ship that put to sea and the name of the ship was the Billy O.T.? Also, I don't know if we ever mentioned, going back to required items, I do also require the cannon, because I do need it for the boat phase of Bellum, like where you fight the ghost ship. But it's also just really good to have for when I'm ocean wandering, because here are some enemies that are gonna come try to kill me, and I cannot fight them. There we go, thank you. Here are some more enemies. I'm going to ignore them, because please don't actually fight me. Don't fight me. I cannot fight back. I can only flee as fast as my little hopping boat can go. Whee. Keep hopping. Also for context, if the boat hopping seems silly and arbitrary, it does actually save quite a bit of time. But we've come to look at the island? Link. Link, you got your boat stuck on the side of a dock. Hold on, hold on. How did the ship jump? Whimsy and joy. That's how the ship jumped. I wish you could ring the bell. Why can't I ring the bell? Bye. Welcome to Isle of the Dead. This is a section that usually you don't see in any percent run specifically, because it's just, we skip it. But this is Rupor Room. I'm going to try to not get any Rupors in Rupor Room, because Rupor
The
Sanity
animation.
is not... What was it?
The animation.
Oh, we can watch the animation once. Momo, would you like to...
Yay!
Do you mind hearing the audio?
Yay.
Here you go.
Cringe.
He goes, oh. Oh, I don't have a sword. I can't break these pots the fast way. Oh, that's a shovel.
Oh.
That's really good.
Yo, I really dig that.
Yeah, me too. That's my
No, that's
Triforce
a-
crest. And that is a fetch quest item. That was actually a really good Rupor room. Other than getting one on purpose, I did not get any Rupors. Oh, just kidding.
I was about to say, you
You were
can't
saying?
say that before you're out of the room. You can't say that before you're out of the room.
I'm sorry, I had to cringe a little more. But shovel is actually really great because it means I can do more here than I previously could, in that I can do this. Now, normally I could blow up bombs faster with my sword.
You can do it with hammer and bow too.
Oh, does it work with hammer? I didn't want to waste the arrows on just continually
Yeah.
blowing up bombs. I know it doesn't work with boomerang usually, except for
No.
that one instance where it does work in Wind Temple. We don't talk about that because sometimes it also doesn't work and then you look silly. And then you just
In
lost
Spirit
time in your space.
Tracks. In Spirit Tracks, it does work to blow them up with boomerang and with bombs. You can just throw bombs at bombs and they just blow up.
Bombception. There's a puzzle here. Shout out to Carrot for skipping that puzzle. I didn't want to do that puzzle in Randomizer. I know the solution. I had to learn it for Hundo. But,
Wait until I put it in the entrance randomization pool instead.
oh no. Oh, well, that was a C chart. That's very nice to have.
There's so much you can do now.
There is quite a bit I can do now. I am also going to, I'm going to real quick work to start, because that will also refill all my stuff. And also, where do I want to go? You know what, we're just going to go to sea. We're going to go explore some new islands instead of just warping back to where we've been before. Because, which quadrant did we get? We got Northwest Quadrant. The tracker is right in front of you, Pippi. That means that, with my shovel and my bombs, is there any reason not to just go to Wind Temple? I'm trying to think of one, and I'm not coming up with any.
Because Wind Temple and Wind Waker is my least favorite dungeon.
Okay, but this isn't Wind Temple and Wind Waker. This is Wind Temple with Cyclops.
Oh.
Right?
The Odyssey in theaters now?
Is Cyclops in Wind or in the Odyssey?
His cousin is.
Oh, his cousin is. Well, now I have to see the Odyssey. Is his cousin played by Matt Damon?
And then he's
Ow.
played by one of the great American clowns, Bill Irwin. And that's not even a joke, that's true.
I don't even know who Bill Irwin is. So,
He's one of the great American clowns.
Oh, okay. Yeah, am I missing... Is there any boomerang requirement in this dungeon? I don't think there is a hard boomerang requirement in this dungeon. I think I can just go. I did want the shovel before coming here, as well as not being able to come here until I had the C chart I was missing. So, like, I think this is one of the bosses. Well, like, I know this is one of the bosses that I can beat without swords, so, that's lucky.
It's actually the only boss you can beat with no items at all.
Really?
Yeah, you blow him up with the bombs that you find in his room.
Oh,
He
that's
takes
true!
10 hits. It's super slow, but very silly.
No, we have to wait for the wind cycle. There we go. Okay, we do have to do some combat in this room, and reminder, we still don't have a sword, but we do have hammer. So, slappy, slappy, slappy. This is way faster than doing this with sword, by the way. Like, legitimately so much faster.
Are you just tapping on the screen?
Yeah, pretty randomly, too. So that'll spawn another chest. I got paid. We do have, oh, and that's a bomb chew bag. So now we have bomb chews. That is good to have. I'm gonna try to get the early win cycle here, but, it's very tight. Yeah, no, we're not making it, especially because I fell.
That was a kaleidoscope.
Oh, that was a kaleidoscope! We can go see the greatest of all time, Hoiger Haugendugen.
Hoiger Haugendugen!
Hoiger Haugendugen! The one and only. But this is why we wanted shovel before we came. Excuse me. No, that's a heart. Like, I appreciate the heart, but please dig in the ground so I can get the chest. There we go. And boop, up we go. Excuse me, no, not off the edge. Well, you know what? That's where we wanted to be horizontally anyway. It worked.
Optimal.
It is a little throwing me off, and this always happens when I don't have sword yet. Just kidding, that's a sword. I have sword. I just had to whine about it. I have a sword now. Look at my tiny sword. But
How many swords are there?
There are 2. There's only this is Oshus' sword, or as Adam called it earlier in chat, the Osha sword. I am not the Kwisatz Haderach today.
Dune Part 3 in theaters December 18th.
Exactly. Excuse me, blow on the thing? There you go. Good job,
I had that one locked and loaded. I was so ready.
You are doing your service. But it always throws me off that you might notice me like trying to roll off ledges and stuff like that. That is just to save a little bit of time, because Link jumping off of ledges is a kind of slow animation, and we can not lose that time by rolling up and down stairs also is going to be faster, or rolling off of ledges, or if you do a stab attack off of a ledge, it's even faster. But, and also it doesn't take any of your stamina. You can't get dizzy by doing a stab attack. So it can be really good if you can, like, chain together 3 rolls, get your ledge, and then do that. A perfect demonstration. Let's go. Like, it feels really neat and clean. And,
Amateur.
oh, you're so right. I can hammer clip here. I always forget about that one. Let's go back and hammer clip it. Wait. Bye.
I almost forgot, but I saw you hit the Celia door, and yeah.
So this is a hammer clip. Hold on. A good frame, please. There we go. Oh, excuse you. Fine, I'll be a little bit more over here so the door doesn't get in the way. There we go. So if you back up against a wall and charge up a hammer attack, it'll kind of clip through the wall every other frame. You know what, we're just gonna... can we just go this way? I always forget.
You need to clear the arena to spawn the
Oh,
wings
right.
to get to the boss.
I always forget. This dungeon is silly. Anytime you try to charge a hammer attack up against a wall, it will kind of partially clip into the wall, and if the wall is thin enough, we can pause it on one of the frames that is over the wall or on the other side of the wall, and then it is just through the wall entirely when you unpause. It's possible to do it without the pause as well. it seems very dependent on the wall whether or not that is, like, you know, doable, and also that is very inconsistent. So we just do it with a pause, typically, and it allows us to do silly things like that, where we, like, hit switches through a wall, and that's part of the reason why Hammer is stupid broken, because I can do that much damage from a distance with perfect accuracy and also can hit buttons through walls. Why did they make it so that hammers can hit buttons? Like, I'm sure that actually... like, yes, you can hit a button with a hammer, but also, like, it's broken.
It's because sometimes we deserve nice things.
Yes.
Well, because the normal button is like the weaker version of the hammer button. So it can't have the hammer only being able to hit the tough buttons, it has to hit the less tough ones too.
Exactly. Alright. No, I do want to do that. I always forget that you can just go around and do that. You don't have to move the block. You can just go do that. Well, that is a courage gem, but since we already got all of our wisdom gems, we don't actually need that. Because we didn't need any of the other gem rewards. Again, that's why I had them hinted. It's like one of the only things I have hinted of note. Thing I don't have, oh, I got dizzy. Thing I don't have hinted, for this, seed is, minigames. We are just going to be blindly doing minigames. And if you're really lucky, we might have to do archery.
Although that
No.
requires Courage Temple, right?
Oh, so true. So no, you will not see us do archery. I'm sorry. You will also not see us do Goron rolling. Oh, there's our small key. I can go back and get that. You'll also not see us do Goron rolling because that requires us to complete Goron Temple, and we also are not doing Goron Temple. But you'll probably see me do the cannon minigame. That one is very silly. Oh, a heart container. Thank you. And also, we will be doing, he's gonna come after me. There we go. Oh no. Come on, please dig the correct thing. Stop being attacked by, why are there two over here? How did you get over here? I'm being attacked by sandworms, don't worry about it. Oh, not though, please. But also the version of, Orca 500 for this game, which is Orca 100, except it's not Orca, what's his name? Nyave? Is it Nyave or Neve? I think it's Nyave.
Yeah. The Prince of Red Dragons, as opposed to the King.
Yes.
I thought it was Shamu.
I think that's a whale.
Shamu?
Yeah, Orca.
Oh!
Ah.
Alright, we are going to... I decided to go this way first. This is just going to take me to the boss, and then I can... I realized I didn't open one of the paths backwards. But I can do that before I go to the boss. Real quick. Because this dungeon is a big old loop. I usually would do a trick here to skip this puzzle, but that requires boomerangs, so instead we're just gonna do it with bombs. But I do have vanilla boss keys turned on. That is so that the boss keys can keep their original behavior of doing the little throwy, without it being painful, where I might have to carry a boss key across an entire dungeon. I kind of don't want to do that. Like, not really. But instead, I have them set to vanilla for this instance. I don't think there's a great way to get back here other than going through the loop again, unfortunately. Actually, wait, I think there is. Isn't there? Yeah, there's a path up here. I forgot. Wait, can I jump down here? Nope, just kidding. I forgot that the game is stupid. And doesn't think that you can fall off of certain ledges. Whatever. We'll go back around.
You could have opened Blue Warp and used that as a shortcut back.
Oh, that's true. I forget that
Too late.
warps exist. Yeah, we're just gonna go this way. It's fine.
Well, while we backtrack, do we have
Yes.
some time for some messages?
Of course.
We have a $25 donation from Trick Me. Thank you, Trick. Trick is a friend of mine. That says, "Let's go Rapid Fire 2026. Planned Parenthood deserves the support." Heart. And we have $10 from You Done Goofed that says, "Good luck with the rando, Pippi. I'm just here to say, as a Canadian, I feel like I deserve the beanie, so no one else should donate $10 for the very cool hat. We at Rejects and Friends do not endorse this message. Representation is not endorsement. Everyone should donate $10 for the hat." Speaking of, we do have a very, very cool hand-knit beanie made by Pippi that is machine washable, LOL, that you can win with a $10 donation on our Tiltify page. We also have a bid war going on right now. Twilight Princess, Hold a Dog versus Hold a Cat. Holding a Cat is in the lead, $165 to $100. I am more of a cat person, but for the sake of donation, let's go dogs. And we have the donation match in progress. The next $400 that get donated will be doubled. So your money goes so far right now. It is doubled. You can go for the beanie. You can go for the bid war. And most importantly, you're going for Planned Parenthood and donating it to an incredible cause.
This is true. I also do have a question for Goof, however. If you're really Canadian, isn't it a toque? I thought that beanies were toques if you're
That's a
Canadian.
very good question.
What
That's
is
a
a
very good question.
toque?
A
That's a
beanie, but if you're Canadian.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
Caught.
He's not Canadian, he's Quebecois. Got it.
Quebecois.
Got it. They're distinct. I don't know what's the difference between a toque and a beanie.
It's a toque that has a little poof on top.
Oh,
You
okay.
can,
So it's not a toque because there is no little poof. However, if you asked very nicely, I could give it a little poof.
And if you would like to see what the beanie / toque looks like, you can click on that schedule link in chat, and there's a wonderful picture of it.
Yeah, you can judge and tell us if it's a beanie or a toque.
Yeah.
And please don't judge the photo. It was modeled by me to be like, hey, Variety, here's the hat I made. Is this a good RAF prize?
All right, time to do my RAF tradition of Googling definitions of things during runs.
What are we Googling today? Is it
Okay,
just
so
toques?
all I'm seeing for the spelling of toque is toque, which is what chefs wear.
Yeah, I was about to say, that spelling
It
of
also
toque is a chef's
means-
hat.
It also means a close-fitting, brimless women's hat, or in Canadian and Northern U.S. English, a knitted winter beanie.
Well, this is some kind of knitted winter beanie. Also, this is Cyclock. Cyclock is a wimp. I just hit him with bombs and he dies. That is all that's happening. He also gave me really good RNG. It's RNG whether or not he lines up on top of the little wind spouts, but he is dead now. Goodbye, Cyclops.
I feel like even a very tough person would die if they were hit with bombs.
Yeah, especially if he gets hit with 10 of them.
That
10
is
is
a
a
lot
lot.
of bombs.
10 is
It
a lot.
is.
That's a lot of explosions.
Am I not allowed to call somebody a wimp for exploding? Come on. Aw, thank you for the courage gem. He's trying to show how
Something
courageous
goof
he
is
was.
exploding right now.
Wait, hold. I
Holding.
gotta do the bit.
We're
Hold,
holding.
1 second. Hold. You have 10 bombs. Oppenheimer available for purchase on Prime Video and Apple TV.
I've still never seen it. I didn't watch Barbenheimer in theaters, and I'm sad about it.
I
I
watched
double
Barbie
featured
in
that.
theaters, but I did not watch Oppenheimer.
I enjoyed them both equally for very different reasons.
I didn't watch the Barbie movie until I was at SGL with, for part of the time, Momo, and Jim Crane and Pesh, and we wore Barbie top hat for this. Because you have to.
This is true.
It's important.
That was when we became friends.
This is true. I still don't have the cannon. I keep trying to, like... So optimal movement for the boat in speedrunning is to continue to hop, because if you have not heard the story of why boat hopping saves time, if you are in the air, it, like, scoots you forwards a little bit to kind of cheat to help the player get a little bit further, to make, like, obstacles in the water a little less scary. Also, we're gonna play a mini game. We're gonna play essentially Orca 500, but it is Knave 100. I have to hit this man 100 times and not get hit 3 times. But that's why we boat hop. But usually you try to, like, use the cannon while you're in midair so you don't miss any hops. Since it does save, like, a frame or 2, I think actually 3 frames per hop. And then you don't lose any time. And I keep trying to do that, but I can't because I don't have a cannon and I can only take damage. So, you can't see me doing a silly thing, but I know I'm doing the silly thing. I do want to ideally take 2 damage before I get him to 100, but that's a little bit sketch. So, we're gonna try to not take any more damage. Yeah. Link, face the correct direction. I probably could have taken a hit there. There we go. He was actually very nice here. This minigame can be kind of annoying because sometimes you lock into an animation. Oh, that was a boat. Thank you. Now my boat is gonna be an entire castle. Ta-da!
Oh! I don't know what I was expecting.
That minigame could be a tiny bit janky because Link can lock himself into an animation for a lot longer than you think he will. So you can be, like, trying to get away, but Link will be, no, I'm too busy hitting things, Mom, later! And then you get smacked in the face with an attack you definitely did see coming. And that's not super fun. So we try not to do that. Oh, we finally got Ciela! We have all the fairies. Huzzah. Get out of my way, please. Thank you. That's the polite way to get a chew to move, I think. That was a heart container. We're gonna introduce ourselves to this dude. And he gave us... Which ship part was that? Or was it the cannon? I really hope it was the cannon. It was the cannon! We can play mini-games. We can play mini-games. This is incredible because we were going to have to come back to this island and redo this entire area because there's a mini-game over here, but there's also 3 checks. So I would have gotten the 3 checks and orphaned the mini-game and I had to come back for it. But instead... it is minigame time, because I have a cannon now. That is a compliment card. It's for compliments. That is a boomerang. It is for Aang. Maybe. Did that movie come out yet?
It comes out tomorrow?
Comes out tomorrow?
Hold. Avatar Aang the Last Airbender on Peacock, on Paramount Plus, July 25th.
July 25th? Yeah, it is tomorrow. Okay, so now I know what I'm doing tomorrow. In addition to watching Raph. I can watch on 2 different monitors. Right?
They also released a trailer for, there's like a new Avatar series coming out. That
New
takes
Havens,
place
yep.
after Korra,
Oh.
yeah.
I hope I like it better than I liked Korra. Feel free to donate to Planned Parenthood and tell me how my opinions are bad and wrong, that I hated the Legend of Korra, the Legend of Avatar. I hated the Legend of Korra.
Legend of Avatar.
You can also yell at me because I've never watched any of it.
You should watch the original.
In your donations.
Yeah, you should watch the original. Y'all need to tell Adam what he's missing. All the best games for children involve being a floating castle shooting things with a cannon. Luckily, this doesn't use up bomb counts like it does in Wind Waker, so, Hey Momo, how many bomb bags do you think I'm going through right now in Wind Waker terms?
Too many.
What's the max bomb bag size?
99.
Anybody want to go back in the VOD and count how many bombs I shot to see if you could do this on one bomb bag? Because I haven't been counting. This is mini game time, by the way. I need 2,500 points, and I can hit things. He explained it with cute little paper cutouts that he made. We love Salvatore and him doing his crafting. He got busy in between games. He's
we have a fun little tease in the chat here from Cloud that says tune in for Fortnite on Sunday to potentially see Katara hit the nastiest gritty you've ever seen.
This is true.
There
Fortnite does have avatar skins.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many words in that I didn't understand.
None of them are in the Bible.
Most of it was gritty. What's the gritty? People keep talking about the gritty, and I don't
no.
know what it is.
Oh no.
It's
a
gritty...
dance move that kids it's okay, so Gritty with 2 T's is the Philadelphia Flyers mascot. Gritty with 2 D's is a dance move.
I was like, wait, isn't that a mascot for some Pennsylvania-based sports team, and isn't it terrifying?
Hey,
apparently not.
Gritty is a perfect child of God.
Wait, isn't it a hockey mascot?
Yes, the Philadelphia Flyers.
Is it? Well, you don't fly on ice. So I have more questions. Oh, I dizzied. I have more questions for them other than just why is gritty. But I also have the question for them of why have I, a person who's never watched hockey before, seen multiple instances of their hockey mascot falling on ice?
Because Gritty's perfect.
I appreciate that answer.
Also, I looked it up. The Philadelphia Flyers got their name because they had a contest before their first season, and it seems like somebody suggested the Philadelphia Flyers, and they were like, that sounds good, and we like the alliteration.
Fair enough. They can fly across the ice. First try digging the dig spot that is not marked. Let's go. That dig spot sucks.
Also, feel free to donate with your favorite sports team names. Like, my favorite is the minor league baseball team in Huntsville, Alabama, called the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
That's pretty good.
It's a good name.
We did just get the King's Key. So in terms of the dungeons that we have left to go to, we are currently missing... Oh, excuse me. There we go. No. It is way harder on Rando to draw lines than it is on console. Excuse my incompetence. But we are currently missing 1 item to go to each dungeon. We now have all of our, like, main inventory items. We are missing, for Ice Temple, we need the Southeast Sea Chart so that we can go to the island in general. And for Muto's Temple, we are missing the Regal Necklace. Now, if you've seen Phantom Hourglass as a speed run, specifically 90%, you might know that we skip Regal Necklace. We do a thing called Regal Necklace Skip, also known as Warp Displacement. that is more than frame perfect and is ridiculous. And unfortunately, I cannot perform on this control scheme. I am not that unhinged. However, there are several other tricks. That is like the only any percent trick that I will not be performing on my altered control scheme for Rando. All of the rest of them I am fine with doing. So you will see most of those once we're in Muto's temple. However, we do need Regal Necklace to get in there. I'm not doing what is invisible, like, pixel perfect nonsense today. You can see that on a previous ref. Fun fact also, these guys hard require sword to hit them. This confuses me. Why can literally nothing else hit them? Why can't I just talk to them? Why are they so picky? Why do they insist upon being hit in the face with a sword? That's a weird thing to insist upon.
Because it makes them go all bouncy.
But, like, why can't I bonk them? Whoop,
It's not
that's
bouncy enough.
okay. Not enough bounce. Alright, we're gonna go get this grapple chest. That was more time for our Phantom Hourglass. The other thing, oh, oopsies, we are missing for go mode is our last sword. And honestly, like, that's about it. Like, we're pretty close to having all of our required items. We do also, since we have all the inventory items, we now have access to doing Maze Island. So if I get stuck enough, we can do Maze Island. Hooray! I can solve a maze 3 times. Oh, that was actually, hold on. Now I do more damage. And now I'm also going to use a warpy. We're gonna warpy over here. Because I would like to go get a ton of checks over here. Not
Wow.
archery, though.
Someone should make a setting to make archery available without beating the dungeon.
That would cause pain. Do you want to cause pain?
What's our randomizer settings except causing more pain?
I was about to say,
What do
like,
they
randomizer devs, that's what they do.
Yes. Now this usually would be the lead up to the Courage Temple. However, I am not going to the Courage Temple. There are 2 checks over here, so I'm going to go get my 2 checks and then head back. And one thing I have learned from running Hundo, and usually I'm not a tryhard about this, but I'm gonna be a tryhard because it's technically faster, is that it is faster than having to walk back to save warp to the beginning of the room here. Because on the way over, I can grapple my way directly to the chest. There's nothing to grapple back to unless I walk along the tightrope, and walking the tightrope is slow. So, literally, just boop.
You can grapple the sign in front of the dungeon.
Oh, does that work?
That works. There's like a specific spot you've got to stand in, because you've got to like skirt the grappling hook south of the peg.
Huh,
But
that
it
probably
works if you go into the dungeon.
could have saved
But-
time in Hundo, maybe? I'd have to do the timing. Oh, that's more bombs.
I mean, you're only
Unclear.
coming out there for that one check, right?
Yes.
I guess if it saves time over running back, but yeah, have to time that.
Yeah, it might be break even, honestly. It's just a really awkward place to have that check. And that's all we needed over there. I am going through all of this section again, because as I said, it's shovel and grappling hook that are like all of our weird out of the way checks. That was a power gem. And now we get to do, honestly, one of the weirdest intended interactions in the entirety of Phantom Hourglass. there's a barrel over here, and if I grapple to the barrel, I'll get dumped in the sea. But if I grapple the barrel to the sign, then a chicken pops out, and I fall into the sea, and my chicken dies. Wait, please hold. I have to go respawn the chicken.
There is a second, like, equally weird way of doing this, where you use the boomerang to smash the barrel and then grapple the chicken directly.
But I did kill a chicken. It was an oopsies. But this gives us this dig spot, which gave me a power gem, and this hidden dig spot, which gave me a wisdom gem, both of which are not required. But on my way out, there is also this dig spot in front of the tree. And we're also going to continue our retread now that we have shovel. We're going to go back to Cannon Island, because there's a couple... Oh, my ship changed again. My
That
ship
was an evil ship.
Yeah, my ship has been possessed. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine. But we're gonna retread this area and dig up a couple of things, because we love the shovel. This game really likes the shovel, and also has like very Animal Crossing shovel animations. That was Sand of Hours. Excuse you?
More time.
That's a
I was
heart
very
container.
close to adding an option for like all the little rupee dig spots that give guaranteed rupees, but I didn't quite get it to work because the big rupee dig spots, they're actually actors rather than map objects for some reason.
Oh.
So getting like the actors to respawn and change and like, yeah, it was a bit mean with the actor loading.
Yeah, because there are a couple of extra spots that we would get, like, in Hundo that I'm not getting now because they don't have anything in Randomizer. Alright, let's see. Where do we want to go? We might just go back to Merkay, see what we have to do. It's just really the shovel check, but we'll also check the shop. And then, honestly, I don't know, should we go to Maze? We should probably go to Maze. That was a green rupee and a power gem. We do not need either of those. So we're gonna leave. But there's this one dig spot over here, which this is like Shasta's favorite dig spot because it's the reason why you can't do a certain trick in Hundo, because it would make this dig spot impossible to get to. So, shouts to that specific dig spot. It would just spawn an actor waiting for you to enter their trigger in front of that dig spot in particular, and just wait there and be mean. Let's see what we still have left in Logic. It's honestly not much, but a lot of it is on Maze, so I guess it's Maze-in time. According to my tracker, what we have left is a couple of things back on the island where the fire temple is, Ember Island, that are very randomly dispersed. A bunch of things on Maze, a single trade quest item, and then doing more of Temple of the Ocean King. So honestly, probably best to just get Maze out of the way. Look at my demon. Look at my demon ship. Look how happy it is. It's happy, right? Can we
It's got
So
arms.
happy.
Little dinosaur arms.
It does! I think those are supposed to be anchors, but they do look like little dino arms. Well, we're having a bid war for hold a dog versus hold a cat. What about hold the little demon ship? Who's donating?
I
the little
I don't
demon
know if
ship?
that's in Twilight Princess.
You're telling me I'm
You
not
hold
playing
cuckoos in
Twilight
Twilight
Princess right now?
Princess.
Can you hold cuckoos? You can hold cuckoos.
Are the
right.
cuckoos a
Yeah.
demon ship?
I mean,
They're
if you hit
demons.
enough of them, yeah.
Oh.
How much do we have to donate to hold the cuckoo demons?
Cuckoo Demon is my
Um,
favorite enemy in Doom. Speaking of holding the dog and holding the cat, I have a
Yes.
donation here for you, Pippi. I have a $5 donation from Kokiri that says, "Bork, bork, bork. I am Pippi's dog. Hold me in Twilight Princess."
I agree. Please hold my dog in Twilight Princess. My dog does often say bork, 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 and also woo.
Also, we still have $394 left on that doubling 2 times donation, so every dollar will be doubled. And when you go to leave a donation, it can be easy to miss where it allows you to leave a comment. Okay, so we want to clear that up. On the last page, when you're putting in like your email address and your display name and all of that, right before you check out, there's a little button that says "Add a comment," and click on that, and it'll open up the text box. Because I have noticed a couple people miss the ability to leave a comment, and we want to see all of your wonderful words and messages where you yell at me for not having watched Avatar: The Last Airbender.
This is true. There is much
Adam, what are you
potential
doing
there.
later?
I'm going to work.
You're not gonna watch Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No, not today, unfortunately.
Oh.
My roommate has the whole series on DVD and has had it sitting in front of our TV. We're going to get around to it eventually.
It's in the plan. Alright, let's diggy diggy. I'm trying to squeeze in as much as I can of getting these like little extraneous checks as I do the first level of the maze. I don't remember how many levels of the maze I turned on, but I could just do all of them.
It looks like they're all on.
That's what I thought, and I thought I turned them all on because I was like, heh, funny. And this is Rejects and Friends. I wanted to do the funny thing. So we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna be normal
Can't
now.
reject the silly minigame.
Exactly. This minigame is my friend. And I didn't used to have them all on because I didn't used to know the harder levels off the top of my head. But then I spent several weeks running Hundo and went crazy trying to catch fish. And now I know all of the minigames off the top of my head. Isn't that personal growth?
Minigames are much too big for me. I'm more of a micro games guy.
Yeah.
Like the deer?
The deer.
What?
You could play the deer.
Oh, you can't play the deer yet.
Have you never speedran the deer?
I have not. No, it's I only play games for Wario, so he can make more money.
So the deer is a what'd you call it, Pippi?
An edutainment game with emphasis on the edu part.
Yes, you play as a deer and you do some mini games, but the any percent is like a minute long because you can just skip all the mini games. However, the tech to this game is having an ultra wide monitor because it allows you to hit the end button sooner.
Yep. What a video game. Right.
Does the edu in the deer talk about how tasty deer is?
I don't know. I know it talks about what is
so.
tasty to a deer. It talks
I never
about...
had deer. It's very tasty.
I have not because I have never eaten meat.
Does it say,
But...
You have an excuse?
I do, in that it would probably make me very ill. Much like if you fed meat to a deer.
I mean, deer eat meat occasionally.
Do
Just as
they?
little birds sitting there. They'll take it. They need some nutrients like that occasionally.
Huh.
They just aren't specialized for hunting it.
I'm learning about deer today. Did you learn this fun fact by playing the deer? If not, is there a gap in the edutainment of the deer?
Yeah, it might not be considered kid-friendly if it's an edutainment game, but it is the truth.
that was a health refill. Exciting. All right, one more level. Am I an expert at playing the maze minigame? This is the hard level of the maze. As you can see, it's kind of... Oh god. We have to sit here and wait for all of these to spawn, and you can't see the top screen, but on the map it shows you where all of them are, but it expects you to pause and write down where all of them are. This is not a thing I am doing because pausing would be slow, so I just have to remember the route of how to get to all of them. And this does have the problem of, like, every time you do the minigame, every time you start, it starts you from the same location, so, like, it kind of quickly gets all blended together of... Oh, hello.
That's
of
sploosh.
Sploosh. Of, where am I going this time? Also, there is a dig spot here. That's my Southeast Sea chart.
That looked like a rupee to me.
It did, but don't worry, the actor got confused. He didn't know what he was playing today. According to Steam, the deer is similar to baby steps?
Huh.
Isn't that a tennis show?
No, Baby Steps is the game from the guy who made Quap that came out
Yeah.
last year. Or...
Ah.
I have seen gameplay of Baby Steps. I did not think of that when watching the speedrun of the deer. Huh.
Oh no, this is a very different game than the one you're talking about. I'm
Oh,
looking
wait.
at the deer on Steam now. This is a very different game.
Right,
This game has 3 different modes to choose from: Origins, Story, and Rudolph's Revenge.
Oh, no, that is not the one that... Yeah, so I'm looking on Steam. There's one that's... sorry, Pippi. 67% off. And then there's the free one. It's the one that's 67% off.
Wait, what?
Okay, now I see. Okay, now I see the one that's the actual deer.
Yes,
Oh, that's
yes.
adorable. It's like a storybook.
Yes, it's very cute and tells you about deer. Which is very important. You must know about deer. Also, I am still going maze running. I never read or watched The Maze Runner. Is this what it's like? Is this what The Maze Runner was about?
Yeah.
I mean, have you almost died? Because that one actor in The Maze Runner almost died.
Is that
What?
true? Did
I've
somebody
never
actually
actually
die
seen it.
on the
like
set?
Dylan O'Brien. Yeah, Dylan O'Brien in a stunt got like really messed up.
Oh no!
Oh,
Filming one of the Maze Runner
no.
movies. Then he went up and healed up, and he was in Send Help, that really good Sam Raimi movie from this year. So he bounced back, and you love to see it.
I am glad that he bounced back. We did not miss any of our little guys. I did hit them all. We have completed all 3 levels of the maze minigame. I am glad that somebody did not die on the set of, it's...
Was that...
oh,
What was that?
I have to wait for the timer to be
Trigger
up.
or trigger a text box of some kind.
What text box can I trigger? Well, we can just wait.
Yeah.
We're just gonna run around.
I wonder if drinking a potion will trigger it.
Ooh.
You live here now.
Oh. It won't let you.
Aw.
Excellent. That I had to wait just so that this would spawn. And I would get paid $200. Alright. But we may not have gotten anything but a vintage ship, so now my ship looks bad from playing
It's
that.
a barrel.
But
It has personality.
it does. We did get access to our 4th map quadrant, so now we have them all. We are now only 2 items away from go mode, I believe. We are only missing the regal necklace and our 2nd sword. While I'm here, I'm gonna quick stop by Hoiger Haubendugen.
Bless you.
Hoiger be his name. But but we are going to give him his kaleidoscope. If you did not know, the trade quest in this game is adorable. Usually the progression of the trade quest is that you do that combat ship I did earlier. Here's Woiger Haugendugan. That is his name. He bit his tongue. But normally the progression of the trade quest, oh, he gave me his heart. I love you too, Woiger Haugendugan. Is that you start out by beating that like combat ship I did earlier with the Man of Smiles, and he gives you invisible clothing that is supposed to only be seeable by like somebody whose heart is pure or something like that, and you can't see it.
Oh. So sad.
Which you then give to Nieve, the guy who we did the combat minigame with earlier, and he gives you a guard notebook, which I have, which you will then give to Nieve, different character, and then Nieve will give you, Nieve gives you the kaleidoscope, which he thinks is a telescope. I did not mean to walk in there. He thinks is a telescope, but is not a telescope. It is a kaleidoscope. You cannot actually use it for anything, but you can give it to Woiger Haugendugan because it's his and his name is on the back. And then you can get the wood heart to give to the wayfarer on the ship, so that he can postulate about how the wood heart represents romance. And then you get the swordsman's spin.
Am I having a stroke?
I hope I said all of that correctly. It's a lot of steps and none of them make sense. Also, in those dig spots, we found a Spirit of Wisdom, which we did not need, and a Progressive Bow, which we also didn't need. Here's another dig spot, and also we're coming up on one of my favorite checks in the game, the peg guy. This is a peg. I'm gonna stand on it. I'm gonna talk to this guy who goes, "Wow! You stood on a peg? That's so cool! Incredible!" And he gives you a check.
That's the most based thing I've ever seen.
I don't know why he does this, but I love him. He's so easily impressed.
Adorable.
He's so good for my self-confidence.
Did you just blow up Yeto?
No. I blew up
You've got the
a
grappling hook. You don't have to kill them. You can go over the
Into
top.
eyes of Yeto.
Oh! I never considered that. You're so right. I'm gonna stop killing them. I was like, I'm gonna kill them, so that I opened it up, and then... No, I've never skipped that. You learn something new every day.
That's what's so fun about Randomizer. You see the game from such a different angle than usual. What do you get?
That was a sword. We
Sword?
are
Sword.
one item from go.
Let's go.
And we have several more checks over here, so it could be our one item. That's the Courage Crest. That puts, like, the entire shop in logic. Oh, I'm gonna have to climb back up with the grappling hook, though. That's the Wood Heart. Now I can let a man talk about how it represents romance. If I want to. But now, whoops, you do not hop on top of that peg. That is the one peg you do not hop on top of, and I always hop on top of it. This peg, hop on top of this peg. This peg, hop on top of this peg. At first, or excuse me, Link, did you just glitch down a mountain? Link, do we have to talk? Do we have to talk, sir?
I think walls are just weird.
Yeah. I think also Link does not want to talk because Link is Link, and he kind of
Well,
just
no,
goes,
Link speaks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is a word.
He also does say, "Come on."
Yeah, Hia is in the dictionary.
Link, glitch down this mountain, please. Thank you. There we go. Alright.
This
When is
evil,
Nintendo coming out with Learn Your ABCs with Link, the video game?
They did come out with Mario Teaches Typing, so, like...
They did.
Yeah, we need, like, the Zelda version of that. It could be, like, Link's crossbow training, but, like, education.
Zelda
Yeah,
phonics.
and if you have an ultra wide monitor, you can speed run it in a minute.
Exactly. Alright. Time for the hammer to be broken. I just need to get it on top of the wall. Come on. This spot is a little bit... Okay. Come on, don't swoop back to me now. It's a little bit jank, but there we go. Can break through that way. If I wanted...
That's not intended.
Probably not. If I wanted to, I could break back the other way as well. But we're just doing that for later. We're gonna set that up to do that, and then we're going to take bomb chews and do like a that thing. And then we're going to race the bomb chew, wait for it to hit to move that back up. You can also do that with boomerang. It is very precise, and there is not a setup for it on anything that is not a DS. Thank you, Minnie. Maybe I can try to develop one for Wii U at some point. I had bigger time saving hundo. But we're gonna go over here and get this little chest. And that is a small key. No message. I can't wait for the day when Rando gets to the point where these puzzles can be randomized. I'll have to actually learn how to solve them all.
We're actually getting very... Well, we're getting very close to half of it in Spirit Tracks. We figured out how to turn any map object into a chest. So, like, you click on the tablet there and it gives you an item, sort of thing. There's like a single property that you change and suddenly it's a chest, sort of thing, but it doesn't look like a chest. And like, it's probably possible to like move switches around because they're just map objects and I can change their coordinates on the fly.
Oh my gosh.
But then sort of making meaningful items out of them. Yeah, there'd be a whole process.
But we're
and
getting
sort of,
there.
Yeah, if it was my priority, it could happen. But there's other stuff that might be more important at the moment.
Yes, like RuPaul sanity.
Oh no.
I love randomizers where 50% of the checks are in a single room.
Yeah, how many RuPaul's are in that room? Like 63 or something like that? I'm pretty sure it's
Surely
more
more.
than 60. I tried to
You
do
I
basically
would've
just
guessed
be
around
book it there
200.
as soon as it's open.
I mean, it already is. There's 4 checks in that room.
Fair enough.
Oh,
I mean, it's
thanks.
at least 10 wide and it's way more than 20 high, so that must be at least 200, right?
Well, but
That's
there's
so
a lot of
base.
gaps. There's a lot of
Not that
gaps
many
in
gaps.
the path. I don't remember. I tried to do the math, but I only got through part of the room because I wasn't being actually. Wait, we're save warping. What am I doing? I wasn't being very thorough in doing the math. But yeah, this is where I opened up that entrance for later. Cell phone emoji, by the way. So that I can just run through this way. Oopsies, I forgot to actually pull the thingies. Pull the levers first. Something cronk. I had a matcha for myself to sip during this run, and my straw has gotten strangled by my cup, so I can't drink my matcha anymore. I have to take the little... This is an interesting problem to have. This is
That's
a
a
new
tragedy.
my poor straw. Now normally here we would do a, like, very silly trick, but unfortunately, there is, one check that hard requires getting behind the small key door. So we do have to actually go over there. So no, please actually grab the thingy. There we go. We do have to go. There we go. Stabby these guys. Get them out of the way. Go do this silly timer puzzle. Which will melt the ice temporarily and then refreeze it. Don't ask me how that works.
How does it work?
I asked you not to, Momo. I don't know the answer, and now I'm gonna be embarrassed.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's temperature.
Mm-hmm.
I assume there's like dry ice involved or something like that.
You've gotta be,
They do pop out to the ground, so maybe there's like a secret icicle chamber under the floor, and it's sort of...
Yeah.
It's
like
probably a lot
a-
of redstone and sticky pistons, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a hockey rink. They have the thing underneath the ice that pumps the cold in.
Bro,
Oh!
can we get a... What, it's... I almost said Zumbini. That's not what they're called.
I was gonna say this.
It's it is not a Zumbini!
Can we get a Zuboomafoo?
My favorite donation train. Things that are not Zambonis.
Hey, listen,
Donate
we've
with
still
your
got
favorite thing that is not a Zamboni.
we've still got
Zumbini are the little
$396
blue guys, right?
matching.
Yes, a Zumbini is the little blue guys from the children's puzzle game that teaches you logic. And
Zuboomafoo is the
lemur.
Zuboomafoo is the lemur from the
Yeah.
Crap Brothers.
Yeah. From it's me and you and Zuboomafoo. Wait, am I learning that is it Zuboomafoo or is it Zumbinis or Zambonis that are Canadian, Glenn? You've got to be specific. I don't know which Boy. No, stop it! Like... Okay, there we go. We made it before the timer was... I broke a loading zone. There we go. This has been a comedy of errors. Fun fact, you can break almost any loading... By the way, the walls aren't real. You can break almost any loading zone that has stairs, by rolling, I believe, frame perfectly. So that Link just happens to roll past, the... Oh, that Uke didn't spawn. I forgot about that. What's the trigger for that Uke not spawning? I forgot what trigger that is.
You've got the Azurine already, so the
Oh!
game half thinks you've beaten the dungeon.
I'm just gonna wait for that
It's
to
actually happens to all the Uke spawns, but I had to change it for like the grapple room. I chose not to do it here because it's cute.
It is funny. But yeah, any staircase can have the loading zone break by if you happen to frame perfectly roll. Link will just roll past the like line of pixels that is the actual loading zone, and we'll be past that now, and then we'll just be down the stairs and stuck there. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. Here's a section that you never see in speedruns, because there's literally nothing useful over here, except for ice physics. Don't forget about your ice physics.
And the cool bow trick that isn't used anywhere else.
Yeah, the banking the arrows. This is like the cutest vanilla intended mechanic. Whoops, I have to be over here first. We're gonna face away, and there we go. Shoot those eyes by banking the arrows off of a rope. I don't think that's how physics works, but like
It's bouncy.
it's cute and it's funny and it's charming and I love it. I think this is very good, and I kind of wish that we did it in any speedrun ever. We are going to do this area because there's a chest behind it. We are not going to do the area past this because it would usually get you to the, like, little maze that goes to that switch that I hit through a wall, and that's very slow, and I was able to just hit that switch through a wall and it took, like, no time because the hammer is a broken item. And that is how we skip this entire section and get paid for it, apparently. 100 rupees, maybe for Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is neat, by the way. This is my
Planned
time for
Parenthood is very neat.
They are. This is my time for the event to say, like, you know, hey, as a person who has family who has worked for Planned Parenthood, Planned Parenthood is a really good cause that supplies a lot of, like, really life-changing care for people who, like, in many cases don't have other options anywhere. So, like, you know, giving independent donations to that is, like, a really good cause, especially in the current climate of the world, that healthcare can be hard to come by. And Planned Parenthood is great. Also, here are dragons. It, like, either you can donate because it's a good cause, or you can donate because there's dragons. And the dragons
Here, there
first
be
next.
dragons.
They're
You
doing
can also
Love this
donate.
boss fight.
You can also donate for a really cool hat, and if you look in the chat, there's a link to the schedule where you can see a picture of the hat for a $10 donation.
This is also true. I made the hat. It is made with all natural fiber, which is, like...
Great, Raisin Bran?
Yes. But, also, I'm just gonna spin at some rocks. Don't worry about me. There we go. That is faster, I swear. Only by a frame or two. But it's made with all natural fibers. Like, it's made with, like, real wool. However, it is machine washable as well. That's what the yarn said. I don't know if I would try it. Maybe put it in like a lingerie bag or something like that. Maybe keep it a little protected, but, like, in theory, it should not shrink in the wash. It should be safe. Oh, hold on.
If we can't trust the yarn, what can we trust?
Not the dragons.
Well, yeah,
They're
of course.
imaginary. Like, you're not supposed to get hit by the rocks. You're not supposed to clip through. No, really? Okay, that didn't save time. You're trying to break all of the rocks so you don't have to wait for the last one to break at the bottom. It really only matters for that last one. We don't really care other than that, and that one did not want to go. Alright. Medium RNG.
I've not seen that before.
What hadn't you seen?
Him not lunging immediately.
Oh, did he, like, do a weird? I didn't even notice. I was...
Maybe I just looked away and misunderstood what you said.
Oh, well, we're not getting that one. That probably didn't save time either. It saves, like, a matter of frames, so it doesn't really matter. But we also did a very specific amount of damage to the red-headed dragon. It always feels weird to say the redhead. It feels mean. But we do a very specific amount of damage so that the red-headed dragon is actually already dead. He doesn't know it yet. Nani? So we killed him during the first phase, which skipped the rest of the, or like the first section of that phase, which skipped the rest of it. It skipped the blue head's attack because the game goes, wait, you're not supposed to be dead right now? What? Hold on. And then forces the second part of that fight to happen. And then you can kill the blue dragon, and at that point they are allowed to die, so it'll let the blue dragon die. And then we just have to do any amount of damage to update the health total for the red head on the dragon, and it will immediately die, because it was actually already dead. Alright, here is our Azurine. That is not Azurine, it is Aquanine. Shh, don't tell the government. Away we go.
I had them on speed dial, and then you said not to tell them.
Oh, rip. We're gonna go back into the dungeon simply because I want to use the loading zone. Actually, no. We're gonna do a silly. I'm gonna warp to the island that I'm on, just to get myself back to the dock, because we've done everything on this island. We've gotten to the point where we have all the items. My boat changed again. We have all the items, so we don't orphan checks anywhere. So we're just full clearing, like, one island after another. So it seems like we are probably going to be able to go mode Muto's Temple. And by probably, I mean we are going to be able to go mode Muto's Temple. And go moding Muto's Temple is fun, because we can skip basically all of it. I have not learned yet the newest trick, which would mean that we could skip literally everything and just go to the final boss. But oh dear, we will need to find a single small key, which has a very limited amount of places it can be, and then go to the final boss. But first, this is the Nintendo DS. That is how you spell Nintendo DS, right? And this is a microphone that we can blow into. Don't forget to dig up your menu buttons. I'm not sure why that's how you interact with the menu button. There was a feather. What was that?
Maybe it should be the hammer that you smash on the touchscreen to do touchscreen stuff.
That would make so much sense. Also, remember to clean your DS speakers. Oh, that was I cleaned the wrong speaker. That one was full of snakes.
That one needed cleaning more.
That one was full of arrows. My
There's
top...
a Ben Stevens joke in here somewhere.
Somewhere. Oh, right. You get stabbed. And by stabbed, I mean hit with a hammer. What's in this speaker? That was a heart container. What's in this speaker?
Oh, like the island is actually just in the shape of a DS.
Yes. Yes, this is DS Island. These are key
Liquid
noxes.
Island concepts in Wind Waker.
I think this island is so charming. I
love this island. That's a Spirit of Power progressive. And that is everything on this island. That was it.
That's a nice little chunk of checks.
Yep. For cleaning our DS speakers. There's also, as we said earlier, there's a couple of minigames that require dungeon completions that we will not be playing. This one requires beating the Goron dungeon, which we will not be doing. So there is a minigame on that island, but it's not considered, like, to be a check in the settings unless that is a required dungeon. So we really only have one island that we've never at all visited, and at least of the islands that matter. Well, technically we have two. We have the one we can't get to, which is the one that we need to get to. But we're gonna sail our way to Goron Island, because there are checks outside, even if we do not need to get any of the checks in the dungeon. And then, I don't know, we can figure out where to go from there. I accidentally hit the mute button again. I keep doing that by accident. We have a bunch of disconnected little things we could go to. We could go get, like, 2 checks on Ember. We could go do the Woodheart cutscene, which I really don't want to do. Please no. We could
Go to the bottom of Temple of the Ocean King.
Yeah, we could do that. That's probably the smart idea. That's where like most of the chicks are. We could also go do the drop off of the guard notebook in the trading quest. That would be an option. But first of all, Gorons. First of all, we'd gotta scream at this guy to unlock the other half of the island. Also, since we don't have Goron Island, we don't get one of the checks from the Goron Chieftain. However, we do get the check that's the mini game. So we will be doing the Goron quiz for a check. Swag. Nice. We got the swag roll. Oh, thanks for the ring. It's the swag roll because it puts you back on top. Like, it doesn't do anything. Excuse you, Link. There we go. There's the rock. Alright. What's over here? A courage gem! Time to go do our Goron minigame. So, Momo, are you ready for your test?
Am I what?
Are you ready for your test?
Sure.
Alright, the Goron Chieftain is gonna give you your test.
Oh, okay. I didn't study.
Okay. I'm sure the questions will be nice and easy. And it only costs $20 to enter.
Okay, I'm ready.
First question. How many homes are on this island?
I have no idea.
The answer
I
was
see a
6.
6-7 though.
It was not 7. What is the Goron on that spot looking at, Momo?
A seagull.
He's looking at a ship.
Oh.
Alright. How many Gorons live on the island?
13.
It's 14. Alright, time for the hard questions. What creatures are on the cliff? Yellow, red, or green?
What creatures? What color?
Yeah,
oh,
what color
were the creatures? Red.
They were yellow. Alright.
That rupee was red.
It was. How many rupees have we won so far?
Let's see, red rupee is 20. 46.
And then you're correct!
Yeah, I got one! Mom, are you proud? She's not home right now.
Of those Gorons, which we did not mention Gorons in the last question, of those 46 rupee Gorons that are outside, how many are adults?
4.
That is correct.
I got 2 out of what?
6.
5?
The
6?
hardest ones.
You got the 2 hard ones.
I got
They're worth
33.
more
Well,
points.
yeah, they're worth more points, so really I got 100%.
Yeah, that's how
Well,
math
you
works.
got...
Mm-hmm.
And I trust you on this, because you did the math question correctly. Oh, I forgot I need to talk to Gongaron. You
You're
did
probably
do
over
actual math.
60% of the rupees. That's a passing grade.
Yeah!
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had made 46 rupees. So how about someone donate $4 or $6, and that would be doubled right now because we have the 2 times matching. So that would actually be $8 or $12.
This is true.
That's math.
Yes, and you did do math correctly.
Speaking of math, we have
Yes.
a Hex speedruns in the chat.
We do. Hi, Hex. You are math. Once again,
You are math.
why would I use bomb choose to do this when excuse me, Link. Hammer over the wall. There we go. Over the wall. There we go. And now we were supposed to do that with bomb shoes, but now we don't have to wait for the bomb shoe to travel and just open it right up. We do have however, have to go over here to hit a switch real quick. That rock is a liar. We could have also hit that switch from above through a wall, I realized, which probably would have been faster in this instance, but who cares? I can step on this one. Excuse you. Thank you. Die. I have so many tools at my disposal now. I don't know which one to use. No, actually, hit the rocks. Link, hit the rocks. There you go.
One of them isn't a rock. You
It's
can only
true.
hit the rock that's actually a rock. It's the one with the shadow.
You can hit him once he is. Oh, right, that chest I actually have to get there. I always get confused as to which long spindly path is which. I was like, wait, I have
Too
to
much
get that.
entrance randomizer.
Apparently. Oh, thank you. That was $5. We love
Very
$5.
important.
Well, actually, with the donation match, it could be 10.
That's so true.
Exactly.
And with $10, you could be entered to win that awesome hat. And Adam, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna put the voice on for a second. I actually need to talk about this hat because
It's such a good hat.
Pippi made me a version of this hat
Yes.
with my favorite colors, and it is one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. It's super high quality, and it's like hand knitted, and I love it so much. And it's got Triforces on it for all you Zelda nerds out there. This is Rejects and Friends. I know you're out there. It's very cool, and you should donate a minimum of $10 to get entered for that raffle to win the hat, because trust me, it's really, really cool.
It's a very cute hat.
What Momo said.
The design for it, there was a pattern for it online. Shoutouts to Darth Plagle who found it. And I forget the name of the person who made the pattern right now, but I can look it up and post it later to credit the person who made the pattern. But it is a two-colored hat. So the one color of yarn is the background, and the other color is the Triforces. And it is very pretty. If you would like a hat to keep you cozy, you can have a hat.
And while you're donating for the hat, you can also vote for holding a dog or a cat in Twilight Princess. The cat is currently winning, but also, why wouldn't we hold Pippi's dog?
You should hold my dog. He is adorable and loves attention.
I have held Pippi's dog, and I love Pippi's dog.
He loves you too because you give him attention. He loves everyone. If you've ever heard howling in the back of my stream, it is my sweet little doggo. Now that we have the Phantom Sword, by the way, we can just murder. Oh, I forgot to pull the switch. Go. Whoop. There we go. He's adorable and he's also sharp. This is very true.
This is true.
Let's do one of my favorite tricks.
Damn, that's
I
some
love
John Wick
that.
type stuff.
I love that interaction so much. That was the ghost key, wrong key. That he just runs through you and you can murder him like that. It's just like, oh, and my timing worked out too. It's just like so perfect right there. And now we're gonna run back to get our timed chest over here that we could not get earlier because we didn't have bomb shoes. But now that I have bomb shoes, what we got here? Courage gem. Darn it. I don't want that. That's okay. We've got more checks. As you can see, one of the nice things about Temple of the Ocean King is it does get much faster. The, like, more items you get. So I didn't do this out of logic check earlier. We're gonna find out if it would have been my regal necklace and I could have had it already. The chances are slim, but it would be funny. But now it's much faster to kill the phantoms because I have the phantom sword and I can just go murder them. I also don't have to go hit that switch because I have the shovel now. Nope, it was just a small key. So I can dig up that little thing. Once again, I'm gonna save my small key by going whee! Bye. No message. It's got like the same
No
energy
message.
as like in Mario Party where there's the new record.
So I didn't know that
Of course.
Phantom had a sword, let alone for the Dog Island.
Did the dogs have swords in the Dog Island?
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't mean to trigger this guy. Whatever, we can kill him this way. Stab.
But you were right in front of him,
Yes.
and huh?
But there's a safe zone on the floor.
Got it. So Pippi, what do we need for go mode?
We need the Regal Necklace, and that is it. The Regal Necklace will give us access to the Isle of Ruin, where we will then use the King's Key, which we already have, to change the water level on the Isle of Ruin, which will give us access to Muto's Temple, in which we only need the boss key, and that is it. You're supposed to do a puzzle here. You can skip it by having grappling hook, and then you can just go whee. That's it. That's the entire floor. Oh, right. I need to kill the phantoms. Sorry,
Yeah,
Phantom.
but this isn't a Wii, this is a DS.
I mean, this also isn't a DS, unfortunately. It's a art tablet hooked up to a PC. But that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't tell Nintendo.
Well, and if you play on Wii U, then that's just an ambulance.
Wii U,
It's a song by Weezer.
Is it? Regal
Wii U,
Necklace!
You look just like Buddy Holly. Ooh, go mode!
We are
Go
in go mode!
mode!
I am going to, however, draw Triforce.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. My lovely artistic talent of drawing a whole Triforce. This has got us in this little cutscene, which gives us a checkpoint through the dungeon. However, this guy doesn't know that the rest of the dungeon isn't actually required. However, I can do a very funny thing with this checkpoint. He tells me it goes back to the beginning of the dungeon. I'm actually, let's do it this way. I'm gonna tell him he's wrong. Yep. Goodbye, I shall ascend.
Deuces.
Oh, here I am.
Deuces.
Thank you, Carrot, for putting in the quick warp options.
Hmm.
Shoutouts to Carrot.
Shoutouts to Carrot. I wish Carrot were real.
Haven't saw you.
Carrots are
I
real.
like carrots.
And they're tasty.
They are tasty.
Don't eat the commentators.
No, not the cannibalism, PB.
No!
This is an old joke. Alright, so now that we have the Regal Necklace, for some reason that's gonna dispel the cyclone that is blocking the path to Muto's Temple. So we're just gonna hop our little boat on up to it and say, but I have jewelry. And I hear that works on... Do I have a modest proposal for chat? My modest proposal is that you should support Planned Parenthood Federation of America. They do work and provide important resources and education. And right now, oh, I accidentally hit stop. Right now, don't stop. Go. Right now, your donation could be doubled and could do double the good work for providing access to resources and education to people who would not otherwise have such things by the goodwill of a generous anonymous. So, like, that's my modest proposal. It doesn't involve cannibalism.
I do
Welcome
like this.
here.
I do like this proposal a lot more than a marriage proposal.
I don't want a marriage proposal either. Why did I pull out Boomerang? I pulled out Boomerang because Boomerang is what you use here if you don't have a hammer, but I have a hammer. Well, we're just gonna murder this guy the old-fashioned way. Stab, stab, stab. We also do want to have the Boomerang out after this because we still get to do a very cute trick that I don't think there is a faster way through this island than to do this. So this island introduces rupee lakes, which are little lakes that pretend to be rupees. So that's a rupee lake. So if I use the boomerang, I can spawn him, and then I can scoot him over to me and jump across this gap, and he's going to treat me like a little snack and help me cross the gap really quickly. It is a very nice skip that skips the majority of this little maze segment. And that guy we can just use the boomerang to scoot out of the way. Now there are checks over here, but I'm going to ignore them because why do I care? We are in go mode. We don't need anything else. I'm going to get hit by a boulder though. I'm gonna get hit by another one apparently. These boulders are completely RNG in how they move. You can kind of tell how they're gonna bounce. Oh, those ones hit each other. Those ones couldn't tell how they were gonna bounce. But you can kind of tell how they're gonna bounce, but like the like initial trajectory is somehow made into RNG, which I have no idea how it works. It just does. And you kind of get a sense for it, but sometimes it still does things that are really wacky. No idea. We all deserve a like that treats us like a little snack. Find you a like.
That's so
I thought there was no cannibalism, but apparently.
We're a different species. It's okay.
Yeah. Don't
Here
worry.
at Rejects and Friends, we are interesting individuals.
This is true.
Say no to cannibalism. Say yes to Planned Parenthood of America.
Yes!
This has given me the question, are lakes an animal or a plant? Are they like a Venus flytrap?
I always thought that's what they were.
Because
Yeah,
like,
I think it
if
makes
they're like a
sense.
Venus flytrap, do they have Planned Parenthood of America?
I think
Good night, everybody.
I'm sure in the, 67th dimension, we're all plants and it is Planned Parenthood.
Federation of
But
America.
like
See what you
they're
did there.
soft bodies. They have a mouth.
They do.
They're like how else do they eat you?
Yeah,
So
they're either
like-
plants or bugs.
Yeah,
they're sea
probably.
cucumbers. They're nematodes.
Sometimes you're just a
nematodes,
plant and you don't want your seeds necessarily spread out. And Planned Parenthood can help with that. And Planned Parenthood, if you are not a flower, can also help with your sexual health. I don't know where I was going with that, but here we are.
Momo, first of all, this was an excellent analogy. Second of all, I need to say that my only thought process the entire time you were speaking was, I'm just a plant, and life is a nightmare!
Oh my god.
We don't know what's happening. We're in go mode. Everything's fine.
We get
Only
to see
Planned Parenthood of America for Go Mode.
multiplayer, single player soon,
We
We
do.
do.
in which Pippi would have no friends.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to have any friends anymore. For context on why multiplayer, single player exists. Single player, multiplayer, I don't know what order the words go in. I invented this category and I don't know. But also we can skip half this room with a hammer. Helps with pistol and stamen health. But it was invented because I needed a short submission for Lady Arcader's Microthon. Microthon is an event where every run had to be less than 10 minutes. Please stop running into a shell a million times over. So we invented this, 2-minute speedrun category. It has one trick. I can't wait to show it to you.
One whole trick.
One whole trick.
One whole trick.
That's worth a $5 donation, wouldn't you say? Or a $10 donation so you can get the hat.
That's true. We are gonna open some chests down here, because we are looking for a single small key. And then we're gonna do the hardest trick in this randomizer. There's our small key. We are done with checks in this entire dungeon. Excuse you, up the stairs. It's time for the hard trick. This might take me a few tries. It's really hard on this control scheme. But I'm gonna shoot an arrow. Just kidding, first try.
Nice.
Through that door. That's the only instance where that trick is doable. Essentially what I did there was we shot an arrow, moved the camera to like deload the door before we shot the arrow. That's why I shot the first arrow in the other direction. So we moved the camera so that the door was deloaded and then shot in the other direction. And before the arrow could stick in anything or deload itself, we moved the camera back by unequipping the sword or the bow and used the pause menu to force the door to reload behind it. So we then clipped the arrow through the door, but along with the door reloading, the thing that we wanted the arrow to hit on the other side of the door also reloaded. So you have this tiny, tiny window where your arrow is traveling between the door and the object on the other side of the door, and you can respawn the switch during that time, and then go hit the switch and change the water level. It skips like the entire dungeon. So we're done. This has been the dungeon, everyone. This is a really fun dungeon to go mode, and I'm really glad we get to go mode it. Because now we just get to go fight the boss. We take our key on a little adventure. Keep him safe from all of these skeletons that would want to hurt him. And go on a little adventure.
I like Phantom Hourglass. I'm a Phantom Hourglass defender. I cannot excuse having to carry the dang boss key through the dungeon.
Well, I will say I do think it's kind of nice, and like this isn't something I really appreciated until I speedran the game, that while it's like, oh my god, you have to lug this giant key across a dungeon, they really rarely ever make you carry it very far. I believe the furthest they ever make you carry it is actually in the first dungeon.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
They make you carry it across a long room, but often they make you carry it like to this moving platform like they did in this dungeon, or they do the same thing in Courage Temple. This is Eox, by the way, the actual best boss in the game, not a meme this time.
I do love this boss. This boss is really cute.
I love him. We're going to break off his armor by hitting him with a hammer in the little pegs. We want to clear off the armor behind him first because it's much harder. Specifically, there we go. We want to get the head as fast as possible because he keeps moving his head, and that makes it much harder to hit. So now we just have to get that one, and now we've gotten all of the things that are only accessible from the back, and now we don't have to worry about distracting him anymore. We can just kind of let him attack us while we get the rest. Almost got it in that one cycle. There we go. And now he's gonna come up with these weak points, and he's really still for us, which is really nice. Crake is the best. Crake is also a good boss. This section of the boss is also, like, we have a nice quick kill for it. I'm gonna wait and fling myself up on top of him, swap to bombs, start bullying him until he starts shaking, damage both him and myself with a bomb to not get thrown off his head, and just one cycle the last phase and bring him down. Goodbye,
Nice.
Eox. He lies about what he is made of. Don't worry about it. He's fine.
Not even stone walls have wood scaffolding inside. That's just normal.
Is that true? I don't know why I opened
Yeah.
that. That's not the pure metal. That's the heart container chest. Shouts to Phantom Hourglass for being... Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, for some reason, are the games where heart containers spawn in chests? I don't know why.
I feel like that's some programming thing where they were like, we took out the chest and tried to make the heart containers just spawn, and then the whole left side of the map stopped working. So we're just going to keep them in chests.
Yeah, it's something like that. Alright, now we have a ton of options available of where to go to get checks on this island, but we're not going to go to any of them. We're going to warp back to the start because we're going to head to endgame. So that we hopefully can finish this run on time so we can go do single-player multiplayer. So I'm gonna head on back to Temple of the Ocean King. How much time are we on? Does anybody know how long this run has been going? I don't have it open.
2 hours, yeah, 2:22.
With that amount of time left, we're gonna finish the rest of Temple of the Ocean King. Because
just a flex.
We don't technically have to, but I would like to because it doesn't feel like a real... We're gonna just do that. It doesn't feel like a real run if you haven't beaten the final dungeon of the game. Right? It's Temple of the Ocean King. Also, this is the fun part of Temple of the Ocean King. I have all of the items. We don't need any of the checks. This is what I like to call the victory lap.
If you had one more key, you could do the shortcut without needing to open any checks.
Oh, you're so right. Do I need...
You need one on B10, so...
Oh, I do have one right now. Do I need another one? Oh! Wait. I'm trying to think if I need another one. Just in case, I'll get checks.
Well, you only need one to finish the dungeon. You need two if you want to take the shortcut on this floor.
Oh! I did not mean to do that. Hold on. I need that guy to not take my things. Thank you. I forgot that there was even a shortcut on this floor. I kind of was like, I thought I had enough small keys. Now we don't care about that guy. It is possible to make that cycle. I just did bad. But yeah, we're just gonna wander around with our shapes. Let me know what is your favorite shape in this dungeon. There are 3 of them.
I like the hourglass.
Oh, yeah, that also is a shape, I guess.
Favorite shapes in your donations.
This is
Your
true.
donations are doubled. $10 for the hat. Vote for the dog. Vote for Pippi's dog.
Or you could vote for the cat, because I do also like cats.
Vote for my cat.
But... You can
who
vote
just
for...
knocked a bunch of stuff off my shelf behind me.
Thank you, Lancy. Lancy's being helpful.
He is.
Oh, Link. That's the void.
Yeah.
There you go, Link.
But surely there's a floor underneath this. How is there a hole in between?
Magic.
Shouldn't you just fall down to B9?
In theory, you should.
I wonder if that's programmable. Can we make all voids in Temple of the Ocean King take you to the floor below?
That would be neat.
Be cool.
I'm just gonna attract this guy so that I can murder him this way. Because usually, you're supposed to do a little shenanigan to kill him by hitting him into a void, because you're not supposed to have the... like, at least that's the speedrun route, because you're not supposed to have the Phantom Sword when you come here. But I have the Phantom Sword, and I can do whatever I want. Haha. Also, did you know you can do this? It's supposed to grab both of them. Rude. I realize I also kind of did this the slow way, but who cares? It's fine. We're doing a dungeon for fun. Who cares if I did it optimally? Excuse me, can we actually grab both of them? That guy stole 15 seconds of my life! Rude of him.
It's like
There
eating
we
half a
go.
hot dog.
Exactly. Yeah, get those into the safe zone. But yeah, generally, this dungeon is not that bad once you know how to deal with it. Phantoms are only scary if you get cornered. You can outrun them pretty easily, and also, like, they're put in the square hole. Thank you. But you can outrun them, you can kind of outmaneuver them quite easily. There are a number of options of how to deal with them. We enter this room. Oh my god, what is happening? That was scary. Oh, I'm leaving now. Neat. But, yeah, we have a lot of tools at our disposal. As you saw earlier, one of my favorite tools to play with is those red pots. You can chuck at them. We also just, like, very similar to how in Skyward Sword we know how the vision cones work for the, we're gonna pick up this check. Maybe it's a small... It was my salvage arm! That was my salvage arm. It was at the bottom of Temple of the Ocean King.
At least we're not randomizing all the salvage in this one.
Yeah, I do like randomizing the salvage, but it can make things a little bit longer. And, we'd like this to be... Oh, I forgot we need a cutscene on how warp phantoms work. Ta-da! You will not get away! You got away! Yeah, warp phantoms are a little dumb. Just a bit. It's time for the hardest floor on Temple of the Ocean King. That was the hardest floor on Temple of the Ocean King.
Well done.
I barely made it.
It's very scary. Why did I pull out hammer there? I don't need the hammer over there. I need the hammer over here. So clearly that floor is entirely skipped by having the hammer. This is the puzzle that we would have done earlier, but like we would have done it earlier where we skipped it with the grappling hook on an earlier floor, where you have to bring all of these little guys to the center. But here we cannot actually skip it because there's no way around it. We just have to bring it up here. We can also do the nice little speedrun trick here, which is that we don't kill all of the phantoms. If we did, it would spawn a check. Excuse me, move the camera. There we go. But spawning a check takes longer if we don't need said check. So I can just go do it this way. If we shoot him with an arrow, he doesn't die and it doesn't spawn the check, but it does stun him long enough that I can get his thing out of his little hidey hole. And after this, we go to the actual hardest part of Temple of the Ocean King, which I still have to do in Randomizer, which is our 3 sets of 3 phantoms. I'm told the intended way to fight them is by using pots to create safe zones in the middle of the room. We don't do that. Rank every triangle. Do y'all have good triangle rankings? Where do you put an obtuse triangle?
Doritos, the best triangle.
Doritos a pretty good triangle.
My favorite triangle is a cute one.
Oh.
It's so cute.
As we all know, chat is a cute triangle.
This is true.
Chat, you're a triangle. Get dunked on. We did the hard part. The hard part is squeezing in between 2 vision cones at the very beginning there to kill one of them, and then you can just use the gap you created to kill the others. Now it's easy because we spawn, we like arrange ourselves to spawn, excuse me, right behind the top phantom, and since they all spawn facing the camera, I can then just slashy the guy behind me immediately. Adam, I do have a question for you about the hat. Although I know
Yes.
I should probably have all the hat information. I do not have the information in front of me of donations for the hat close at the end of this run.
That is a great question, and I will get back to you on that.
Okay.
I think so. It's not listed under the next run, but I will double check.
Then
Yes.
probably...
It just got word. Yes.
Yes, confirmation. This is your last chance if you would like a handmade, machine washable, lol, natural fiber knit hat with Triforces on it. This, from a Zelda game, this cutscene doesn't... Oh no, this cutscene was a step ahead. That's what happened. But, this coming from the Zelda game that does not have Triforces, only Force Gems.
Lots of them in multiplayer that we'll be seeing shortly.
Yes, we will be seeing them because that's single-player multiplayer. We need them. Obviously, we need to learn how to use Force Gems in single-player multiplayer. Also, here's Bellum. Here he comes. Here's the beauty boy.
Ellum.
So
So
now
we've
you
got
what's that?
Bellum, the demon ship, and then what else?
So we have Bellum, and then we do what I like to call Bellum Boat, which is the demon ship fight, and then or the ghost ship fight rather, and then we're going to do Bellum Beck, which is Bellum possessing Linebeck. Those are the 3 phases of Bellum. This fight is a little bit janky. This fight is really neat. I think it also has some of the best music in the game. Suddenly it has an actual soundtrack. But with this viewpoint of a 3D world, but they made it a round space with a bunch of spiral staircases is a little jank. So moving during this fight is not my friend. But this is what we needed the grappling hook for, is this specific phase of Bellum. And can I stop getting bullied, please? Thank you. Thank you. Come back. There we go. We're done with the grappling hook. That was all we needed it for. Now we can go back to using our bow, which we needed to do this arrow portion of the fight. Oh, almost got through without getting stopped. Now his eyes are going to open and close. And the nice thing about Rando is that in most runs, I would be aggressively watching my arrow count because you don't want to miss a single shot. But because I have extra quivers, I don't really have to do that because I have 16 arrows left. That's plenty. I'm fine. I only have 5 shots left to make. I can waste so many. That being said, it's still slow to waste shots, so I would like to not do that. Nice, we got both of our snipes. I can also kind of tell where he is going to stop spinning because he always spins in a perfect circle. And his tentacles will always settle on the posts that they had been on before. So since this post over here, oops, I didn't think I'd get that snipe, already had a tentacle, I knew it was going to have a tentacle again. And this post in the background that I tried to indicate with my fairy, as I'm pretty sure the one that's going to have the last remaining tentacle. So I just can wait for him to spin. There we go. Ah, missed my snipe. That's okay. Come on. There we go. And that is the entirety of the arrow and item-based phase. So, there we go. Do we think Muktarok is a macabre villain? I thought Muktarok was a silly little moo man who ran around with a fake shark. Are me and the chat thinking of different Muktaroks? But alright, now here's the reason why we needed Ciela going into the end. Ciela is going to give us the power to stop time. But not the timer, ideally, because... excuse... Ciela, you were supposed to stop time. Ciela? Ciela
has the power to choose speedruns.
There we go. And because I have the swordsman spin, I can do that to deal damage. That doesn't really save any time here. It's Ciela, please. There we go. It almost did enough damage to kill him, but not quite. I don't know if the one cycle there is possible, so it doesn't really matter. We're doing 2 cycles either way. But for the actual final boss, that will save a little bit of time. Bloopy boy go bloop. There we go. And now we skip a ton of cutscenes. And now we play the game, how much health does our boat have right now? I have no idea. Oh, it's a lot!
Nice.
That means we can tank hits. So the general strategy for this guy is we're trying to take the eyes off of the side of the boat first. The eyes on the back will continue spawning indefinitely if we kill them until we've killed a good amount of the eyes on the side. Once we've killed more than a certain amount of side eye, then the back ones will...
Domestic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
What is this from?
It's just a sound bit.
I mean, I assume every sound bit is from something.
I don't know what it's from, I just know it's really funny.
Line back. You're supposed to hit line back. Closer to the boat! Lineback did not want to take us closer to the boat. But I think we've killed enough on the side. Unfortunately, we are going to have to do another cycle. Oops. We can get health back by shooting projectiles out of the air. We'd ideally like projectiles to not fly at us at all, though, because it gives us more things to target, and the more things we have to target, the less likely we are to actually hit one of the eyes, because there's like 1 million target points on the side of this boat. And that's why it can be kind of hard to hit what you want to hit. You just like lock on to a target point, and it might be one like 3 pixels to the left of the thing you were actually aiming for. And you really can't tell because the boat is moving, and your boat is moving, and Lineback is talking, and if you're playing any percent, your boat is also on fire, like, the entire time. We don't need to save. Saving would be silly. It is very silly seeing the other boat in that cutscene. I did make a promise yesterday that we will actually do Ciela voice acting. So Ciela is going to help us with this final fight, despite the fact that Ciela is not currently my fairy. My fairy is Leaf. The red one's name is Leaf. There we go. We have to demonstrate for Ciela that it's not working. What do we do? There we go. Hey! Hey, look at the top screen! I don't know if you can see right now. Oof! Whoa! He got me. Don't worry about me. Sorry, cell phone. Alright, we're gonna give him some stabs. We're going to save up our phantom spheres. I'm gonna get 3 of them, but hopefully I should only need 2 because I have a really good sword. There we go. And now we're gonna wait for his eye to open on the top screen. There we go. And we're gonna try to set up... There, that's good. That's a good amount of damage. Now we're gonna be dizzy, but whoop, perfect.
A lot of spin.
Yes, much spin is happening. And time!
GG!
Down goes Bellum.
GG!
Alright, so that was Phantom Hourglass Randomizer. Dare I ask, how long did it take?
2:42:19.
Excellent. We love being underestimated. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for donating to Planned Parenthood. And because everybody was so kind and generous in donating to Planned Parenthood, let's skip through some cutscenes, which might take a brief moment, and then we can do some single-player multiplayer. Alright, so welcome to multiplayer, single-player, multiplayer. It doesn't matter which order it goes in. Did you know that Phantom Hourglass had a well-beloved multiplayer mode?
No.
Really? A lot of people played more of the multiplayer than they played the single-player. Phantom Hourglass had this fun multiplayer mode where you collect like Tringles, the little force gems in a little like Temple of the Ocean King sort of map, and you're playing against another player, and it's asymmetric gameplay where one player at any given time is playing as the Phantoms and is trying to like chase down the other. It's really cute. It kind of died with the death of people playing things on the DS. However, we still have the option for battle mode, and since we try to speedrun everything around here, we're gonna speedrun the tutorial that teaches you how to play multiplayer. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Big plays.
We'll be starting when I hit how to play. In 3, 2, 1. How to play. Alright, this is a tutorial. We're speedrunning a tutorial. So we're gonna mash
One
through
whole
a bunch.
trick, by the way.
One whole trick. We're gonna mash through text. We're gonna do some movement over here. More text. So you can see these cutscene triggers are on the floor. We're gonna mash through some more text. And then we're going to skip a cutscene trigger. This is our whole trick. See that cutscene trigger right there? We've skipped it by throwing the Tringle over it and into the like barrier. That was our one trick. I promised one. Alright, that was battle 1 of 3 is already done. We move on to battle 2 of 3. We are now learning to play as the Phantoms. This is just draw lines. Draw lines and mash text to the speed run. So try to draw as tight of a line as we can quickly. There we go. And now we have to finish the battle by murdering Link. Down he goes. And that was battle 2 of 3. What will battle 3 of 3 be? Oh, those are items. It's gonna teach us how to use items. Time. I don't know why. Battle 3 of 3 does not exist.
GG's.
It's just
120.
120. That is honestly a pretty bad time for a single player multiplayer. The world record is a 109. I could have done better lines. Can't believe 10 seconds off world record. Shameful performance. But thank you everyone for donating for this very silly 1 minute speed run. But yes,
With
thank
one
you.
whole trick.
One whole trick. Now y'all know how to do that trick at home. It's super easy, so you can just go do it. It's exactly what it looks like. But thank you everyone again for watching. Thank you for donating for that very silly showcase and for letting me show it off. And I think unless either of my commentators have anything else to say, Adam, you can play us out.
Yes, thank you all so much. That was a ton of fun. Phantom Hourglass good, actually. Don't forget, we still have the anonymous 2x donation matching in progress. We were at 146 out of $500 on that. So there's still lots and lots of money that will be matched through donations. We still have the poll open for Twilight Princess, Hold the Dog versus Hold the Cat. Cat has a slight lead, but it is far from over. And yeah, thank you so much for having me. I have been Adam. I will be back same time tomorrow. Thank you, Pippi. Thank you, Variety. Thank you, Carrot. Thank you, Momo. Everyone have a wonderful time, and we will be back in a few minutes with Twilight Princess.